guys, it's Jessica here from A Cherry on Top, and today's video is for our November YouTube hop, and our theme for this hop is gather. So I was trying to think what are some things that I could gather up to make a project, and that's where I landed on I could gather tags to create a mini tag album. I also knew that I wanted to include a lot of different mixed media techniques, so I'm starting with this really cool stencil from Spellbinders, and you can create plaid using it, and there's not really a lot of rules with it. It's not like you have to line up anything like other layered stencils. You just put it down wherever you want and you start creating some plaid. So I started with that and I made a few tags with that background, and then I wanted to get into more of the messy mixed media look, so I used the same colors and put them down on this piece of plastic, and then I mushed my tags into them. And this is such a quick technique that you can easily make a lot of backgrounds, and they end up looking really cool. I decided even my plaid background ones, I was going to give them more of a messy mixed media look, so I also pushed those into the ink as well. After I had all of the backgrounds done, I used some Distress Spritz to start splattering on these tags. So all of the tags have watercolor background, then some spritz, and now I'm moving into stamping. I grabbed a lot of my Tim Holtz stamps, especially any text or Halloween or fall type of stamps, and I stamped them. And now I'm moving on to texture paste. I'm using the black opaque Tim Holtz Distress Paste, and it's really velvety. It looks really nice. It's super matte, and I think it'll look nice in a background. All of the stencils that I grabbed are from my stash. I tried to go for some that were more patterns, some that were more leafy. If I had any fall, I used those. And I am just putting it here and there on these tags. Next, I thought to tie in the stamping and the texture paste, they all needed some black distress on the edges. So I inked up all of the edges and used my Sizzix Distress tool to distress them a little bit more. Because I really love a lot of different textures in my mini albums, I'm also adding some ribbon along all of the edges of these pages. I cut all of these using the We Are ribbon cutter, and I think it's super helpful because it doesn't leave the ribbon where it'll be able to fray because it melts the edges a bit. So now that I have all the mixed media done and I have all of the ribbons on the edges, it's time to add my binder ring. This is a super quick and easy binding method, and it allows you to flip through these pages really quickly and easily. I'm just planning where I want each page to go. I want them to be a little bit different, like I don't have a small, medium, large structure. I'll just put them where I think they would look good. I also am tying some more ribbon on this binder ring. And because this video is part of the November YouTube hop, if you leave a comment on this video as well as the other videos in the hop, you will be entered to win a $25 A Cherry on Top gift card. So make sure to check out all of the other videos. I know I love always going through each month and watching them all, and there's always so much really great inspiration on them. And I hope this project inspired you as well. So now I am going to start adding in the photos. These are fun Halloween photos that we took. And when I'm doing a mini album like this, I like to quickly put in the photos, especially when the order doesn't really matter a lot, like with these photos, because they're all from the same day, same event. And then I'll worry about the embellishing after. So it's not like with a 12 by 12 layout where I tend to put the photo in very last. These I want to get the photos down so I can start working on embellishments, and I go from there. This is the ephemera set from the Prima Magic Spell collection, and I'm using these as embellishments. And then I also grabbed some pieces from the Vintage Orchard 49 and Market collection just to bring in some more greenery and leaves and some other fun fall elements. One of my rules with embellishing is I like clusters, so clusters of 2 or 3 or 5. And here I am flipping through the finished project. I grabbed some other things from my stash, like this clip or other metal embellishments, and added them in there. I love some chunkier, heavy embellishments like these because it adds some weight to each of the pages, and I just like the feel of that. I also had some decorative acetate sheets that I included as pages as well. And as you can see, I didn't do a ton of embellishing, but I think it's enough to make it really interesting to flip through. And a lot of what I did with these pages is what I started with all of the mixed media, and I think that shows through the whole book, and it's super interesting. Like, here's one of those acetate pieces. All I did was punch a hole on it and add some ribbon on the side. And that's it. I hope this has inspired you, and thanks for watching.